Ziggity zig, back with more Tales from the Ladder. Look at that exciting Joker. Oh, it's Jess. I see. It's almost as cool as if you belong to Team Lime, not Lemon, with the zipper in there. This is a game sent to us by thatguygriff of Clan Lime. Not a lemon. Which is a PvZ over here on Catalina. Oh, Catalina. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, what are all the words to the Macarena? What are all the words to the Macarena? Said nobody ever. There's his ramp, so we'll see what Griff's going to do over here. He might, because this is another one of, I think this is called, yep, this is the Squid map. So this is the one that we all enjoy. I'm not sure if this is a random one. Griff choosing to not wall up but go up against something. Well, actually, he's probably going to gateway expand up against the Zerg. It's pretty easy to do that. Even up against the Zerg, even with things like 6 pool, 9 pool, you try to get enough gas out, and then you get your Mothership core, and then that will protect you against most Zerg rushes if you have the chops and tenacity for what is going on here. So Griff is just looking all over that place. There is Griff looking at the places. Here is the first place he's looking at. Is the exact same spot that Shadowling is actually at. What Shadowling is doing is he's sending an Overlord to go search at this bottom right area, and also take, I don't know, a ninja base down here? This seems kind of intriguing. I thought he was just sending out, I will send the Overlord down there to go and search. Nope, giving up. Nope, not going down there, because look, I sent a drone to go and look over in that direction. Oh, no, he's giving up as well. Why are you giving up while I'm giving up at the same time? Shadowling has just completely given up on scouting entirely, I think is what's going on there. So there's the gateway, followed by a simulator. I almost said a refinery. God, I've been playing far too much Terran. Mostly just in our Lime, not Lemon. So running across the squid. Go down, cross the squid. No, not crossing the squid. I'm going to chase this little probe out of here. Meep, meep, you're not chasing me anywhere. Meep, meep, not chasing me. I'm getting out of the squid area, and there is no squid AoE that's going to take me down. Oh my God, are you leading him back to your own base? Well, he would have figured it out anyway, because this drone has finally figured out that he's not up there. At the exact same time, Griff leads him back to his own base. Potato, would have got it anyway. Now Griff's got this drone a little bit captured. No kills for this drone. Now this drone needs to figure out what he's going to do. He's going to wander around, take a look, and see if he can find any maybe kind of a extra, perhaps a proxy Stargate, or just sort of something slightly outside the realm of normal. Oh, are you making a Dark Shrine over here? No, don't appear to be. That's cool. Probably because the Cybernetics core isn't finished yet, but if you take a look at pylons, then you know to come back here and peek another time. Here's the first Zealot out here, running full tilt. Man, I love watching Zealots run really fast at the beginning of the game. They look awesome later in the game, but when there's only one of them, they look so gung-ho. They're I am totally gonna run down here. Oh my God, I gotta get over here as fast as possible. They're so energetic. They're so try-hard. I love it. I will stab you. I have psionic blades. They are attached to my wrists. For some reason, I will maybe slightly talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's my really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger. Still, these two guys argue on who was supposed to be scouting, where one guy chased out Griff all the way from his own base back to Griff's base, has now scouted the entire thing, and has actually escaped after being slashed at by a Zealot. And those two are still arguing. No, wait, they're not arguing anymore. This drone has decided to go out and scout, while this Overlord is definitely making sure that this additional base is still here. Now, what is actually going on in the game? We have an Evo chamber. We have... Is that... No, okay, that's a roach warren, because I saw the spawning pool a bit late at the bottom there, and a little bit of creep spread going on in not the direction I would have expected it to, but hey, I'm not a Zerg player. He can do what he wants. Sip of water here. We're going to see some melee attack. Oh, no. Melee has been turned into... Or missile has been turned into melee right there for Shadowling. I'm starting to feel like it might be a little... No, it is an EPM race right now, and it does seem to be pretty... Well, not pretty heavy, but fairly even at the moment. And so Griff's going to put a number of gateways down here on the front. He's also going to grab a quick forge in behind, because that's going to allow him to get that range in behind his wall. Put a couple of cannons up behind this, which is helpful up against things like speedlings, zerglings, but not all that helpful against a possible baneling bust. But not really expecting the baneling bust right now. Still, the creep tumors continue. I just will continue going down in this direction. We'll follow down the cliff, because then you can jump off the cliff, and that will be part of the entire thing. Here comes the queen down to the expansion, which isn't here. I'm a little late to the party. Shut up. Why do everyone talk like they are from Austria? Very large muscle heads from Austria. This probe is going to make his way across here and is actually going to look in the exact same spot that Shadowling was hanging out. So this is apparently a really popular place. It's going to be the host of an exciting interaction later on in the game. I absolutely promise, he said, not knowing a thing about this game. There's the pylon going down. I was about to call Artosis pylon, but oh, sorry, I thought it was two cannons. One cannon with space for second cannon, which you could maybe put in there should you so feel. The Overlord is going to move back down here and spot this probe. Oh, that's going to get not that exciting. Shadowling is actually doing a really good job with just awareness, map awareness in general, despite the fact that Shadowling does not really know that Griff has taken a second base just yet. So it's now 2 base, 2 base, because if you look at the income tab, it's pretty awesome in Griff's favor. There are some... oh, Metabolic Boost is finally happening right now. I have to tell by the icons because, as I was mentioning before, the bonus to being in an echoey spot, which is where I'm now recording all the videos for the month of August, just about, give or take, is, oh my god, it's so nice and cool. It's almost as though summer isn't happening where I currently am. I finally found somewhere nice and cool to be. There is a proxy, but what's going to happen there is that this Zergling and that Overlord do not see the proxy. What on earth is happening there? And it's probably going to be a 5. No, wait, we're up to 5, 7, 8. 8 gate, 2 base, right in your face. But here come some speedlings moving their way down here. New kind of baneling at the moment, but we're going to have some roachworm. We're going to have, I think that's not lair. No, it's just another hatchery. So it's going to be Ninja Hatch, worried about this. So it's definitely a UCMO P kind of style game where you get your 2 basic bases and then you say, oh yes, I'm only on 2 bases. Hardy, 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 har. Despite the fact he still doesn't see anything of this expansion. I mean, yeah, Griff doesn't see any the expansion either, which kind of sucks because I think he's got quite a number of sentries up here with enough. No, wait, they don't actually have enough. He probably just warped them in a little while ago. And there, they finally find... Oh, no, he managed to see the probe getting killed, and the speedlings are going to take out that. The pylon and the speedlings run up here just to find out that they're running into a gauntlet of dead speedling. So... I'm not really sure what kind of only speedling rush you're going for at 10 minutes into the game, but you're pretty much going to run up against a large army and a bunch of crap. So now he's sending out even more speedlings. That's the problem. I didn't have enough melee attackers going up against range, so I should send them in groups at a time, not all at once, and then we'll bash through this jungle. We'll just hop through. Come on, it's like in campaign. Just hop up the wall. We're like Reapers. We're Zergling Reapers. This will go really great. I don't think Shadowling knows what happens on this map, where Griff has a pretty good idea as to what's happening here. Warping in a couple of the zealots down on the low ground. I mean, he could try for a Nidus-ish? Maybe? Griff now getting a warp prism out of the robotics facility, going for Twilight Council. I don't think he's researched anything for Twilight Council, getting the +2. No, wait, is that? Yeah, that's 2. So 2-0 right now for each of these current units. Oh no, they're 1-1. Yay, well done. Meanwhile, we've got, yeah, just kind of a strange surrounding going on right now from Shadowling, but the problem is that it's not quite enough insofar as army supply, because it's still just a bunch of speedlings. So these 4 zealots are still just trying to keep out of the way. I'm not really sure why they're there. They're just doing stuff. Oh, they were waiting for the warp prism to happen so that they could run after it. No, they're going to hop in. Yay, good job, boys. So now, this one Zergling does see you. Oh, you've been spotted. You've been spotted. Griff, map hacks much? What's going on with the... straight to where I think his ninja is. No, not going to the ninja. Okay, no map hacks. I'm terribly sorry. Not going to accuse you of map hacks. We're all good. Still, lots of things going on. Switching over to Mutalisks, getting a couple of spine crawlers, I think. Oh no, it's a spore crawler. So we did see that going overhead. There's a lot of speedlings just all over the place, but they're all holding very still. So it's a decent amount of vision where you can't see just about everything. But the problem is that right now, not quite sure where this warp prism is, where it's going. In fact, if this drops in right here, then there's just got the one spore crawler, but the spore crawler is not going to do so well against a bunch of zealots. And oh, this is where it's going to drop in, and I think it's just out of range. There it is. It's the Zealot Death Squad. He does see it. Shadowling does see it, and he's running it out of there. He's got a couple of speedlings coming in there. Not moving all of them back home. In fact, they're all running out all over the place. These zealots are just going to go to town, get a lot of stuff done, run after these spore crawlers. Probably the infestation bit would be very good, because this stops any... oh no, we're already up to hive. Oh no, he hasn't moved up to hive. So that's going to stop the hive from being made. Or was the Is the infestation pit for lair or hive? I think it's for hive. I want to say, but maybe I'm quite wrong with that. So the roaches and speedlings do run in here, and they do take a couple of them out, but that was just kind of a piece of Griff's army. Now working on the Immortals, not quite aware of the Mutalisk threat, bringing in more Immortals, thinking that it's all pretty much ground only. There we go, with some hallucinated Phoenix. That's awesome. There is just one Mutalisk on the field right now, which seems kind of odd, and it's all going to be Roach, so it is pretty ground heavy. I was a little bit worried about that Spire and the number of Mutalisks. I thought they were going to bring in a number more. But Shadowling has just decided, do you know what my army should be? Everywhere. So they're all over the place, slowly trying to make some really weird creep sprawl here. It's just not quite working out the way that you'd want to. Griff is now aware of this base up here. Sadly, his only pylon outside of his main base was taken out. He's getting a bit of a good look over here, but now all the speedlings are moving their way in, and so he's just going to have to force field his way around that. Gets a couple of them caught in behind, and now just needs to get these. Oh, there's a bunch of stalkers up here, and they can't really do anything about it, and it's now the zerglings on one side of the wall and the zealots on the other side of the wall. They're not able to see each other. Shadowling is fully, I was about to say he was just fully committing to this attack right here, even though it's not quite going to work. A couple of roaches are just getting picked off just a little bit out of position just there, but he's making a number more, and now it's going to be, here come the swarm hosts again. But this time it's not going up against, Bomb, of course, Ravens. We're going up against that guy, Griff's Blink Stalker Immortal Army, and he's sturdy. Where was it? It's the Observer's in there somewhere. Trust me, it is in there somewhere. So he can't see it. Well, yeah, because obviously, or otherwise he would be killing all of these creep tumors. So all of this lovely creep, all the lovely creep that Shadowling has been putting out. And here it comes, and the speedlings are going to jump off the cliff. Jump off the cliff, jump off the cliff. No, it looks like it's going to be Overseers are going to get shot at, and here comes the Changeling. So there's the Changeling in the army. Just looking at things, walking around, doing stuff. Yeah, don't mind me, guys. I'm just wiggling around. What are we doing, guys? Do we wiggle? Do we wiggle? I can kind of run in place. I will do the running man. I will do the cabbage patch. I will... Oh, there's another Overlord getting hit there. So now that actually puts Shadowling into a bit of a problem because he's now a supply block, not enough Overlords on the field. Making one with his 800, 900 minerals right now because, well, how many larvae do you have there, bro? 4? Inject! Dude, with the injects, these roaches are not going to be enough. A Guardian Shield right now would really help Griff out, but he doesn't even need it. He still would have been able to get that. He had really, really nice positioning just there. A couple of force fields in behind there just to prevent Shadowling from escaping, but if you've been paying attention to any of Shadowling's tactics thus far, Shadowling does not run away from a fight. What kind of units do we have here? There are only 2 swarm hosts. The Mutalisk has been shot down. Nothing going on at the time, so Griff did see this, brought it in here with the Warp Prism, and has come in with the Zealots. I love that kind of off-base Zealot play. Shadowling is trying to move his spine crawlers to the front. This base is completely destroyed because these Zealots, he just had no defense up against that. And it's going to be Shadowling with the 84 EPM loss. 30 EPM more than that guy Griff. but he just played a very, very solid game. I loved the expansion. This is really a good map to just hold this choke right here, even with just the one photon cannon there, and then a couple of little tiny tricks with the Warp Prism play, taken a third even, well, 20 minutes in, but still, certainly a lot faster than I would have taken a third, so I can't really say anything. Leave me a comment down below, send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ziggityzig. If you have some kind of interesting, fun, amusing, crazy, hilarious replay, send it over to me. You can email it to me, or you can send me the link to wherever it might be housed, I almost said. Housed, you like make kind of like a roof over top of it and be really kind of comfortable, and then you just make sure it's got a southern facing wall to start getting in all the kind of light, as long as you're in the northern hemisphere. But as a real estate agent, I should probably know which hemisphere we're in, even though sometimes it's a little confusing. We'll be back with more Tales from the Ladder, and, you know, whatever, and we might be back to regular next week, but it's the month of August, and during the month of August, things going to be a little crazy, because I'm away on vacation, so I'm just going to do a whole bunch of stuff ahead of time, and then throw it all up whenever I feel like it, so the videos will keep coming. And yeah, but I just might not be responding quite as much. When I get back from vacation in early September, then things will be back to normal. God, I hope so. Stay tuned.